All right, so let's talk a little bit about lawn care and something that comes up with customers all the time, right? Or potential customers. You'll see them post on Facebook, right? That they want a lawn care company, and they want someone that is reasonably priced and reliable, right? But here's the deal. What does it mean when they say reasonably priced? Well, 100,000% of the time, it means they want the cheapest price possible, and they want you to show up every single week that you're scheduled. And you better do a good job, you know, because if you aren't, I bet I'm not getting my money's worth. You know, they're always that kind of person, you know. And I guess I would say this video is more for the person who's looking for a lawn care provider. You have to be realistic, you know. If I were to go on posting that I'm looking for customers, I might say, you know, I want a I want a realistic, reasonable customer with plenty of disposable income. Because here's the deal: the service I provide as a lawn care dude / landscape dude is a luxury. It's something that you don't necessarily have to have. You can let your lawn get tall, especially around here, you know. The only place that I think I've seen a city notice is when the lawn was like up to the bottom of the windows for, you know, hadn't been mowed in like 2 years. So like you don't need someone like me. You don't need a service provider, right? It's a luxury. And luxuries you shouldn't expect to be cheap, you know. Like the mower I have behind me right now is like $11,500. The one behind it, the smaller one, was $7,500. Okay, the trailer, if I were to buy it today, it's probably about $4,500. My truck got $21,000, you know. And a lot of these guys have trucks that are $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I don't know why they buy something so expensive, but they do. All right. So this is an expensive business. This is an expensive luxury for you to pay someone else to do, and I have to be able to do it. You know, I have a responsibility, right? I have to keep my price, quote unquote, fair, low enough that you'll pay me and be satisfied with the end results. But I also have to be able to pay my bills, right? So there's a really difficult line there, and as business providers, we sort of look at it from, you know, what kind of client do we want? We can either, a motorcycle just ran out in front of me. Great. we could either take just clients who have all the money in the world and do a little bit of work, or we can try to do volume and lower the quality a little bit, which typically that's the range, right? If you're paying 20, 30, 40 bucks to get your lawn mowed, you probably got a guy who has like a Home Depot, probably the top of the line for a Home Depot mower, right? Or a Lowe's mower, or maybe they just have what, you know, their papa's old mower or something. I don't know, something paid off or super cheap. They probably got an old beat up truck that you know, sure, it runs now, but is it going to run forever? Probably not. So, and that's not to rag on equipment. I think equipment can, you know, vary. You don't necessarily have to have commercial grade equipment, but here I am a professional lawn and landscape maintenance provider, and I want to emphasize professional, and I don't do that easily. Okay, I'm not some confident, like you know, loud, boisterous, like, you know, I'm the man, I'm the best landscaper there is. Like, I'm not that guy. I'm introverted. I'm very hard on myself, and it has taken me years and years and years and years to be able to sit here and say, I am a professional. I know what the heck I'm doing. I know how to make grass grow in Northwest Georgia and be green and beautiful, even in a drought. I know how to make a landscape grow and be colorful all year round, including the winter. And I know, I just know things that a lot of these other guys just don't know. And if they do know, they're too cheap to do it. You know, I don't cut corners and stuff like that. So look, I'm a professional, okay? I spend a lot for a reliable truck. I have a backup truck. I've got really reliable mowers. I have backup mowers. So I've got a lot of investment to make sure that no matter what happens, your property is handled and maintained, okay? And we've got the cash on hand, the savings, to make sure if things get even worse, you're still covered, because we could just go out and pick up another machine or another trailer, or, you know, maybe a truck would be a little bit of a stretch, but you know, no matter what, you're going to be taken care of on schedule, on time, rain, shine, whatever, if you pick me to be your service provider, okay? So that begs the question, you're going to get all that for a minimum price of $60 a cut. Is that reasonable? Is it reasonable to never have to touch your lawn, to never have to think about it? You come home every week and it's just cut and clean, and you know, it happens while you're at work, so you never even have to see or hear the machines, and you know, you're not getting bothered. Everything's, you know, payments online, so you don't have to go chase an ATM, or like, hey man, where you at? Hey man, I gotta pay you. Hey, how far behind am I? Oh, $400. No, you know, like it's just, it's easy, okay? All you have to do is say, yes, Aaron, I would love for you to take care of my property, and pay your bill at the beginning of every month, and that's it. You just sit there, and it just happens, and it happens really well, okay? And so you let me know, is $60 for all of that reassurance and actual reliability and quality? Is that reasonable, or do you just want to pay as little as possible?